Actually, in your syllabus, there are 3 books. All right. First book is Homer's The Iliad. So this book, Homer's The Iliad, here we have references to Greek gods and goddesses. So before starting the book, the Iliad, before discussing the book, I thought it would be better if I discuss about Greek mythology, because if you do not understand, if you do not have any idea about Greek mythology, you will not understand many of the things in Homer's The Iliad, and also in Sophocles' tragedy, King Oedipus. It's a tragedy, a drama. In that book also, there are references, names of gods and goddesses, Greek gods and goddesses. So that's why I have given you a general idea about Greek mythology. There is another book in your syllabus, sorry, in your syllabus, which is named The Aeneid. It is written by Virgil. Virgil, he is not a Greek writer. Virgil is a Roman writer. All right. So the Aeneid, it's a poem. I mean, it's an epic. It's an epic. So in this book, we also find the references on names of so many gods and goddesses. But in this book, the gods and goddesses are not Greek gods and goddesses. They are Roman gods and goddesses. So that's why you have to know something at least about Roman mythology. Am I clear? Say something, say yes or no. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, say something. Otherwise, I cannot be sure whether you can hear or not. Can you hear me? Anyone? Say something.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Roman mythology. Mythology, I told you, it is about stories related to gods and goddesses. So, Roman mythology is related to the stories of Roman gods and goddesses. The Romans believed in many gods and goddesses. There were gods for just about everything. The Romans even took on many of the gods of the people they conquered. For example, the Romans, they suppose they attacked another country, another place. Then that country, the people of that country may have their own gods and goddesses. All right. So they pray to their individual gods and goddesses. So the Romans, they used to take those gods and goddesses also, and they would worship them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hello? Hello? You should respond. Otherwise, how can I be sure whether you understand or not? Rian, Nipa, Nusrat, hello?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Nipa, do you understand what I'm saying, Nipa?
Yes, sir.
Suppose the Roman people, they attacked another country, all right, and in that country, the people of that country, they pray to their own gods and goddesses. But the Romans, they sometimes, they also, would start to pray to those gods and goddesses. Those gods and goddesses are not in Roman mythology. They are from a different country, but the Romans, they started worshipping, started to pray to those gods and goddesses also. All right. Okay, let me make you understand it in Bangla. মনে করো রোমানরা কোনো দেশে আক্রমণ করলো, ওই দেশটা ওরা দখল করলো। দখল করার পরে দেখলো যে ওই দেশের মানুষরা কিছু নির্দিষ্ট দেবদেবীর পূজা করছে। ওই দেবদেবী তাদের একদম নিজস্ব। রোমের যে রোমানরা যে দেবদেবীকে পূজা করে, তাদের সাথে ওদের কোনো মিল নেই। তো রোমানরা কি করতো, ওইসব দেবদেবীকে তারাও পূজা করা শুরু করতো, তারাও মান্য করা শুরু করতো, তারাও মানতো। আমি কি বোঝাতে পেরেছি এটুকু?
Yes, sir.
তারা ওইসব দেবদেবীকে তাদের মিথোলজির অংশ করে নিত। অলরাইট, সো this is what I have been trying to explain. Now the Romans, uh, they liked the Greek gods and goddesses. They liked the Greek gods and goddesses so much, and many Romans had a shrine, a kind of temple in their house to worship their personal household god. As we see in Hinduism, there are temples, right? There are temples, and there are the statues of gods and goddesses. So the Hindus, they go and they pray to the gods and goddesses for the betterment. And similarly, the Romans, they also had many temples, and they worshipped, prarthana korto, they prayed to those gods and goddesses. Now I'm going to talk about the Roman gods and goddesses. The Romans adopted much of Greek mythology into their own. They took almost all of the Greek gods, gave them Roman names, and then called them their own. The Romans, they actually copied. তারা হুবহু নকল করেছে। They copied Greek mythology. তারা হুবহু নকল করেছে গ্রিক মিথোলজিকে। গ্রিক মিথোলজির দেবদেবীকে তারা নিয়েছে, নিয়ে নাম চেঞ্জ করেছে এবং পরে নাম দিয়েছে রোমান মিথোলজি। Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Very, very easy, right? Mohi, is Mohi there?
Yes, sir.
Mohi, what have I said? Can you explain?
Yeah. Roman stole their mythology.
Whose
Then they
mythology?
called
Whose mythology?
Yeah,
They stole.
Greek mythology.
They took from the Greek mythology, they copied, and they gave a name.
Yeah, called it
Roman mythology.
Roman.
Roman
Yeah.
mythology. Same gods and
Yes, sir.
goddesses, but different names. All right.
Yeah.
For example, in Greek mythology, there is a god Zeus, right? Zeus,
Yeah.
the supreme god in Greek mythology. Greek mythology তে সর্বোচ্চ মানে কি বলবো, সর্বোচ্চ পর্যায়ে যে দেবতা, he is called Zeus. In Roman mythology, he is called Jupiter. Same Zeus, but different name. Do you understand, Nilofa?
Yes, sir.
Same Zeus. In Greek mythology, he is called Zeus. In Roman mythology, he is called, his name is Jupiter. All right.
Yes, sir.
So Jupiter is the god of thunder and lightning. Thunder and lightning. There is another god called Juno. Juno is the wife of Jupiter. Juno is actually, in Greek mythology, her name is Hera. Hera, Hera. She is the wife of Zeus. In Greek mythology, Hera is the wife of Zeus. In Roman mythology, Juno is the wife of Jupiter. I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
So Juno uh, is the queen of the gods. She's the queen of the gods. There is another god called Mars. Mars. In Roman mythology, Mars is the god of war, and he is the son of Jupiter and Juno. That means he's the son, in Greek mythology, he is the son of Zeus and Hera. In Roman mythology, he is the son of Jupiter and Juno. There is another god called Mercury. Mercury, in Greek mythology, Mercury is called Hermes. His name is Hermes in Greek mythology. But in Roman mythology, his name is Mercury. Mercury is the god of trade. I told you in the last class, every god and every goddess has a different department to look after. Okay, department. As at your university, there are many departments, and there are some heads and coordinators who take care of the departments. Similarly, in Greek and Roman mythologies, there are gods and goddesses, and they have different departments, different duties to perform, to do. There is another god in Roman mythology uh, called Neptune. Neptune, he was the god of the sea and the brother to Jupiter, Neptune. Then comes Venus. Venus, she was the goddess of love and beauty. But in Greek mythology, her name is Aphrodite. In Roman mythology, her name is Venus. Same person, but two different names. All right, Venus, god of love and beauty. In Roman mythology, there is also a god, Apollo. So Apollo, actually in Greek mythology, he is called Apollo. In Roman mythology, he is called the same name, Apollo, in Greek and Roman mythology. So Apollo was the god of music, poetry, and archery. All right. So there is a goddess named Diana. Diana was the goddess of the hunt, archery, and animals. Minerva. Minerva was the goddess of wisdom. Goddess of wisdom. For example, the Roman people, when they wanted to have wisdom, they prayed to Minerva. All right. Like we pray to God, At that time, the Romans, they prayed to different gods and goddesses. In Islam, we have only one God, but in Greek mythology and Roman mythology, there are many gods and goddesses. So they used to pray, তারা প্রার্থনা করত, রোমানরা এবং গ্রিকরা তাদের নিজস্ব দেবদেবীর কাছে। যখন কারো জ্ঞানের প্রয়োজন পড়তো, তারা হাত তুলতো, তারা সেজদা দিত ওই মিনার্ভা দেবীর সামনে, যে মিনার্ভা দেবী আমাকে আমাকে জ্ঞান দাও, কারণ ওই মিনার্ভা ছিল জ্ঞানের দেবী। She was the goddess of wisdom. I hope you understand. Mohi?
Yes, sir.
All right. So similarly, if you are fighting, if you are if you are in war, if you are fighting, then not you, I should say, from the viewpoint of the Romans, if the Romans were fighting in the war, then they would pray to Mars. Why? Because Mars was the god of war. যুদ্ধে যাবার আগে রোমানরা কার কাছে প্রার্থনা করত? মার্স। কেন? কারণ যুদ্ধে আশীর্বাদ পাওয়ার জন্য, মার্সের আশীর্বাদ পাওয়ার জন্য। যদি মার্সের আশীর্বাদ পাওয়া যেত, তার মানে যুদ্ধে জয়টা ইজি হতো। অলরাইট, সো দিস ইজ হাউ different departments were distributed among those gods and goddesses. Okay, so there is another goddess named Ceres. She was the goddess of agriculture and the seasons. Agriculture department, seasons. We have 6 seasons. So seasons, agriculture, these two departments, the duties of these two departments were under Ceres. Then there is another god named Vulcan. Vulcan, he was the blacksmith for the rest of the gods and was the god of fire. So he had a department, the fire department. All right. Then Bacchus, another god, Bacchus, he was the god of wine and theater. Theater means drama, stage dramas. This much have you understood, dear students? Is it clear so far?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Great. Now I'm going to, I'll not take much time today, okay? Don't worry. I'll take maybe 7 more minutes. Okay. So have you heard of Romulus and Remus? Have you heard these two names earlier? Romulus and Remus? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, okay. You see, Romulus and Remus, they were twins. In Bangla, we say Jomoj bhai. They were twins. And the Roman people, they believe that Romulus and Remus are the founders of the city of Rome. All right. Their mother was Rhea Silvia. Rhea Silvia was a human being. Rhea Silvia was not a goddess. She was a human being, mortal human being like us. And their father was Mars. Mars was the god of war. You see, in Roman mythology and also in Greek mythology, the gods and goddesses, they had relationships, okay, affairs with the common people also. রোমান মিথোলজি এবং গ্রিক মিথোলজিতে দেবদেবীরা সাধারণ মানুষের সাথে সম্পর্কে জড়াতো। অলরাইট, so Mars was the father and Rhea Silvia, she was a human being and she was a priestess. And so Romulus and Remus, they were born, they were twins. When they were born, after their birth, King Amulius saw them as a possible threat to his rule. At that time, there was a king, King Amulius. King Amulius thought that Romulus and Remus would kill him or dethrone him or throw him away in future. He just thought, he believed. So he was afraid and he ordered them to be killed. They were just little babies, twins, and King Amulius ordered that these two brothers should be killed. And they were abandoned on the bank of the river Tiber. There was a river named Tiber, to die in a cradle or basket. একটা ঝুড়িতে ওই দুই যমজ ভাইকে রেখে নদীতে ভাসিয়ে দেয়া, নদীর তীরে ছেড়ে দেয়া হয়। The basket ran around and a female wolf discovered the twins. An animal, a wolf, female wolf, saw the twins. The wolf nursed the babies for a short time. তো ওদের দেখাশোনা করলো একটা পশুটাকে ইংলিশে আমরা বলি উলফ, WOLF. You see, in mythologies there are so many such interesting stories. Okay, so the wolf nursed the babies, the wolf took care of the babies. Later on, a shepherd in Bangla, Rakhal, a shepherd found the babies. So that shepherd, he took care of Romulus and Remus. Later on, Romulus and Remus, they both wished to found a city. To found means establish. একটি নগর প্রতিষ্ঠা করবে, একটি শহর প্রতিষ্ঠা করবে যেখানে অনেক মানুষ থাকবে, বাজার থাকবে, স্কুল কলেজ থাকবে। So Romulus and Remus both wished to found a city. Romulus wanted to establish the city on Palatine Hill. There was a hill called Palatine Hill. But Remus said, no, Palatine Hill is not appropriate. We should establish the city on Aventine Hill, another hill. There were 7 hills in Rome. So Romulus said, no, Palatine Hill is better. We should start our city on Palatine Hill. But Remus said, no, we should start building our city on Aventine Hill. So there was a quarrel. 2 brothers quarreled, they had a fight, and Romulus killed Remus. One brother killed another brother. Romulus হত্যা করলো রিমাসকে। Romulus then founded the city. Romulus established the city of Rome and created, the Roman legion, means Roman army and all. So you see Romulus, the name Romulus, Rome, Romulus, there is a similarity. From the name Romulus, the name Rome came. I hope you understand. Please say something. If no, then I will explain
Yes,
again.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. We
Good,
understood.
very good. Then I'm going to discuss another little point. It is called the Imperial Cult. The Imperial Cult, C-U-L-T, cult. Cult means a small group of people who had religious beliefs. And so the Imperial Cult, that means this group of people, there was a group of people who worshipped the emperors of Rome, starting with Julius Caesar, who ended the Roman Republic. You see, at that time, people worshipped Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar, he was an emperor and he ended the Roman Republic. What is Republic? Any idea?
Sir, the citizens of that city.
Uh, Actually, Republic means a state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives, and which has an
Lawmakers.
elected or nominated president. Okay, so it's similar to democracy. So you can elect your own president. তোমরা ভোটের মাধ্যমে প্রেসিডেন্ট নির্বাচিত করবে, ওই প্রেসিডেন্ট দেশ চালাবে। Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is called republic. So when Julius Caesar became, Julius Caesar came to power, he ended the Roman Republic. He said, no, there will be no election, no nomination, ভোটাভুটি হবে না। হ্যাঁ, আমি এখন থেকে দেশ চালাবো, যতদিন বাঁচি আমি থাকবো। All right, I am the emperor and you should all obey me. Clear? So Julius Caesar, he became an autocrat. Autocrat in Bangla, we call it Shoirachar. All right, Shoirachar. The emperors of Rome were deified or turned into god status. This is interesting. At that time, the Roman people, they believed in so many gods and goddesses, and they also, what should I say? I mean, they also worshipped the emperors as gods. তখনকার যুগে রোমান সম্রাটরাও দেবতাদের মতোই ছিল। মানে সম্রাটরা চাইতো যে সাধারণ জনগণ যেন তাদেরকে দেবতার মতোই পুজো করে, দেবতার মতোই মান্য করে। ওরা যা বলে, সম্রাটরা যা বলে, সাধারণ জনতা যাতে সেইভাবেই চলে, সেটা যাতে মান্য করে। So the emperors, they actually wanted that people should worship them as they worship gods. I hope you understand. Have you got the point? Hello?
Got it, sir.
All right. So actually this practice ended when Emperor Constantine became a Christian. Earlier, you see, people followed Roman gods and goddesses, but when Christianity spread, when Emperor Constantine became a Christian, then situation changed. যখন সম্রাট কনস্ট্যান্টিন খ্রিস্টান ধর্ম গ্রহণ করলেন, তারপর থেকে এইসব সম্রাটদেরকে দেবতাদের মতো পুজো করা এগুলো বন্ধ হয়ে গেল। Christianity. Now I'm going to discuss something about Christianity a little bit, 2 or 3 lines. As the Romans had many gods and the Christians believed in just only one true God. So at that time, there was a clash, quarrel between the Romans and the Christians. I hope you understand the situation. When a religion, a new religion, Christianity was spreading, then the Roman people who believed in gods, many gods, they did not accept the Christianity. So there was a fight, there was a quarrel. At one point, the Romans ordered the Christians to worship and sacrifice to the Roman gods. So the Romans, they ordered the Christians, you have to follow us. You have to follow our gods and goddesses. If you don't follow our gods and goddesses, we will kill you. So the Romans, they threatened, they ordered the Christians. When Emperor Constantine he came to the power, he became a Christian, then this kind of torture, difference stopped. Emperor Constantine যখন ক্ষমতায় এলেন, তখন এইসব বৈষম্য, অত্যাচার, অন্যায়, খ্রিস্টানদের উপর অত্যাচার, খ্রিস্টানদেরকে হত্যা করা, এসব বন্ধ হলো। Now I'm going to talk something about the temples. I told you earlier, the Greeks, they had so many temples. Sometimes they had temples for every god, for every goddess. There were many temples in Rome. The Romans built each temple for a single god. All right. Like in Hinduism, you can see the Hindus, they have a temple where the statue of Shiva is there. So similarly, in Roman mythology, at that time, they had a temple for Jupiter, temple for Mars, temple for Venus. You see different temple for different gods and goddesses. They also at that time built temples for Julius Caesar and Augustus. There were statues of Julius Caesar and Augustus. All right. So now I'm going to concentrate on the festivals. Festivals, festivals, occasions, special occasions, the observances of the special occasions. The Romans held festivals and holidays. They celebrated their gods and goddesses. So during the special days, they would often have games and a large feast. They used to eat good food together on some special days. Some important festivals that the Romans celebrated where I'm going to tell you some names of festivals, special days. Lupercalia, then Saturnalia, then Consualia. These were special days. So Lupercalia, it was celebrated from 13th to 15th February. Saturnalia, it was celebrated on 17th December. Consualia, a festival, it was celebrated on August 21. All right. And again on December 15. So you see, festivals are there in almost every religion. Even we also have festivals, right? Like Eid. Eid is a festival for us, religious festival. We enjoy, we celebrate that day. So similarly, the Romans, they also had special festivals. So I hope you understand